it's the 14th of April today. It's exactly 1 week, 8 days, to challenge Gran Canaria, which is going to be my next race. But things are not going very well. Like I had a couple of weeks, actually 2 weeks, not feeling 100%. So today I went to check, I went to do some blood tests to see if everything is okay. So hopefully I can go to Gran Canaria and race, hopefully. So what I feel at the moment is that my body is okay to do slow, easy sessions, but the moment we put extra intensity, then it's not that good. It feels like I have problems with breathing, and my legs are burning, so it feels like I had this problem in the past, and it was related to iron deficit, so that's why I went to check today. I had a blood test. So we just want to make sure that it's something like that we can fix with some supplements, of course, and maybe adjusting a little bit my diet, and yeah, nothing else. So yesterday I had a complete day off. Today we are doing swim, bike, run. We just finished swimming, and then it was okay. We did 8 times 200 at VO2 max, which I was not expecting to do good, honestly. But eventually it was okay. Just my legs. It feels like I don't know what I did before swimming or whatever intensity I do. But yeah, we will fix it with a waffle. Doing a brick session, 2 hours 30 on the bike, time trial, and a 30-minute run with some specific work. Another way to test if I'm good or not. Arrived in Gran Canaria. It's the first time I'm here. Never been here before. Always Lanzarote, but they look pretty similar. I would say that this part is not as nice as Lanzarote. But yeah, we are going now direction Amphi Mogan. So they say it's a very beautiful area. Also the first time I'm driving a rental car. The first time ever. I'm sweating like crazy. Just done 20 minutes swimming. It's first day that we are here. We don't stay at Amphi, but it's the race venue. It's really beautiful. The water is so warm, I would say. So I did just 20 minutes to loosen up a little bit from the long trip. We checked part of the course, bike course. Yeah, and now we go and have dinner. The Sherpa. Life of a boyfriend, of the boyfriend of a triathlete, the days before the race. What was your session, Jim?
Just trying to follow you and getting dropped all the time.
Oh, beautiful! Shiba Inu.
Shiba Inu, pues sí, muy bonita. En Canarias muy poco, muy poco.
Muy poco.
Canarias no.
No? Oh, c'est bellissimo.
Es baby.
Es
4 meses.
Oh, qué bello. ¿Cómo se llama?
Koi.
Koi. Koi, c'est bellissimo.
Muy bueno, muy inteligente, muy
Sí.
bueno, atractivo.
È una cosa allucinante.
Ma non ci arrivi veramente?
Oggi
Ti metteranno una scaletta.
Mi porti un crampo.
Una scaletta
Mi
mettono
porti
lì,
un
quella
crampo.
dell'Ikea per...
Mi partirà un crampo il giorno del
I was late for a distance this week.
Elisabetta, tell me a little bit about your race on Saturday. How did it unfold?
So my race was really bad. Don't care much about the result, but more how I felt during the race. Swim was average. I don't know what's going on with the swim on races, because I think I can do some sessions where I have the confidence that I can have a good swim, But then on race day, it's a completely different situation, and I was immediately out of breath. Eventually the first lap, it was 2 laps with Australian exit. First lap was kind of okay. I eventually managed to be in the group swimming with Ruth Essel and other strong swimmers, I would say. I mean, I was happy to be in that group. Second lap after the Australian exit, I was just even getting out of the water and do that little run to be back in the water was a problem. Felt like I just wasn't feeling great. And the first strokes into the water in the second lap, it was just like finished. So I tried to then settle a little bit, go at my pace, try to calm down, and eventually I could still be at the back of that group that I was swimming with, but I was not really happy about that. Then a long run around 460 meters into transition, felt terrible. Again, out of breath. I go to transition and I can see like group of strong cyclists just getting changed. So I was actually confident that I could start a ride with them. First lap, I tried to ride hard to a little bit to close that gap that I had with them. They obviously were off transition before me, so I tried to close the gap, and that took a lot of effort. And at the end of the first lap, I eventually could be almost with them, but I started having more and more these breathing problems. Like it felt like I couldn't take a deep breath, or it was just much too hard what I was doing. Then I said, okay, well, maybe it's because I'm riding hard. I tried to slow down a little bit and do my own pace for the remaining 3 laps, but it was just terrible. Even like every time we would have a short climb, it was very bad, the breathing. Then you didn't have like straight lines to try to do a little bit your pace. So pacing also with what was very difficult because of the type of terrain, downhill climbing. So very difficult. I could never find peace or a peaceful moment just to relax or be in the back of the group. So just terrible. Obviously, this hits you mentally because like you want to have a good race. Of course, we are there to have a good race, and that hit me very hard. And on the third lap, when I saw Jim on the side of the road, I just decided to stop because my intention was just to quit the race, honestly. But I didn't want to be that athlete that quit the race because it's not having the best day. And I just calmed down. I tried to have some deeper breath and try to find peace with the fact that I was not having a great day, that there were some problems, and that I could finish the race still doing it easy. So I started again the 4th lap on the bike, but there was just not much left. And then I said, okay, I start the run, I do 1 lap, and we see how it goes, if these breathing problems become stronger or if I can manage it. Eventually I had a good run, I can say. Sometimes I had to walk just at the aid station to try to keep always a little bit calm and to relax. But yeah, that's not the way I want to race. That's not the way I know I can race. So, but in the end, I finished the race, and I think that can be, that's a good thing to try to push yourself even if things are not going well. And that at the moment hurt a lot, and mentally I'm kind of destroyed from that race because it's not, as I said, it's not the way I want to race. But I guess we should be able to accept these days as well.
So right, Elisabetta, it's been 4 days since the race. How are you feeling about it now, and what are you doing, I guess, to move forward from this and come back stronger?
So eventually, these breathing problems, I really, at the beginning, I thought it was a mental thing because I got anxious and I got stressed about having to perform or about closing a gap and try to show what I could do. So I really thought, it's a mental thing. I'm not getting any forward in the race, so it's probably a problem related to stress and anxiety. But I had these problems already in Lanzarote when everything was going well. And the lead up to the race was a real nightmare. Like 2 weeks before the race, I started feeling all of a sudden very bad at every session. Like, as I said earlier in the video, my body couldn't handle intensity. It's like everything done easy was okay, but the moment we would put some more intense session, then my body was just not responding, or it wasn't happy with that. So we went a little bit deeper, and I got the blood test, and I didn't mention what the result was because I don't like looking for excuses, so that's why we went out to race anyway. So the blood tests eventually, at first sight, you would say, okay, it's not too bad. I can race. So I just didn't want to put that in my mind. But then we got a second opinion the moment we came back from Gran Canaria, and eventually they are really bad. So for a professional women athlete, those values are just ridiculous. The doctor said, I don't even know how you could think about racing at high level with these values. So first step, definitely getting help with persons that can read the exams and advise what to do. And then this breathing problem can be also related to a situations of stress, but are now from the physiotherapists are now from Pro Clinics in here in Selra, Banyoles. He actually told me that my diaphragm was completely blocked. So that can be a little bit from the bike position, that can be for a couple of situations that we will definitely investigate better. But no wonder why I couldn't breathe, because I said this problem was there already in Lanzarote, and not only when things go wrong that you might assume it's a mental thing. But of course I will take action also with my psychologist, Francesco Piras, sports psychologist, and we will make sure that that I'm in a right mindset, because as I said, this race hit me very hard mentally. I started doubting everything, like my pro capability, my capability to race as a pro athlete, because the level is going higher and I feel I'm going backwards sometimes, and that hurts so much, because we obviously all athletes put a lot of effort in training, and not often you get the results you want, and that really hurts, and we sacrifice everything. As I said in the latest episodes I made, like we moved from Sardinia to Spain. I changed everything in my life just because I want to give this pro athlete, I want to live this life 100%, and I want to look back and say, I should have done that, or I should have done that. So I went all out in this life, and I think, as I repeat, as all athletes, I made a lot of sacrifices, and I see numbers in training, and these numbers don't reflect my performances at races, so that really hit me hard. But yeah, so I guess being honest and clear about this is the first step out of retirement that I thought would come very soon after the race, but we keep on going. So thank you all for watching, and if you liked, give a thumbs up. If you want to know more, just if you have some comments, or if you have some advice, just comment below, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Swimming with a nice group. It was.
What are you doing? Oh, what are you doing? This is the real content team. Oh, she's so beautiful.
Oh, smile at the
camera.
camera.
You're a star. Yes, work it. Look at that angle. Oh, yes. Yes, my darling. Oh, yes. How was your race?
Hey, this content thing is going great.